Hello everyone, this is Suresh. In this video, I will show how to create online quizzes using Google Forms. So for this, go to Google Form, go to your Google Forms. Go to your Google Forms. For this one, I will show with example by using some quiz. So it is same like creating a normal Google form only, but what is the main difference between conducting quiz is just go to the settings and into the quizzes make this as quiz. That's it. Okay. So this is the main difference between normal form and quiz. Whenever you are creating a quiz, go to this settings. Go to this settings. In that we already discussed about general settings and presentation settings. And now I will discuss this quizzes. Okay, if you make it as quiz, then it is a quiz. For this quiz also you can give the title, and all these comes under questions. And once the student is responding, okay, then I will see in the responses. Okay, we will see this in this video. Okay, next, first go to this computer fundamentals quiz. Same thing, same like previously. I will create the title. And if you want to create the question, just click on add. I will create this question. What is GUI? So GUI stands for. So this is a short answer question. Okay. So once you make these settings and to make it as quizzes, then for each question automatically one extra option will come. This is not there in the Google form. Okay. If you observe clearly, whenever you are creating normal Google form, this answer key will not be there. Only when you are creating quizzes, then you make it into the quizzes. When you make this as quiz, then only this option will come, that is answer key. So first question, GUI stands for, it is a short answer, and go to this answer key, and whatever the key that you want to give, okay, that you can give. Like GUI stands for graphical user interface. The students can give like small letters also, so graphical user interface, or some students can give like this. So what are the different options for this one? Answers that you will prepare in the answer key. Okay, so go to this answer key, and what are the answers for this question that you will write, and how many points you want to give, how many marks you want to give, that you will mention over here, and whether you want to give the feedback to that particular question, and I can click on done. Okay, so this is a short answer question. Okay, and next one is explain different generations of computers. This is a paragraph, long answer. So the second one is paragraph. So I will create this long answer questions by using this one, and in the answer key you cannot give this answer key for this long answers. You have to check manually, but you can give what are the points for this one. Okay, how many points you want to give this for this question. Okay, and I will discuss all the different types of questions. The first one is short answer, and the next one is paragraph, and the next one is multiple choice question. Okay, the heart of the processor which performs many different operations. This is a multiple choice question. So we have four options: arithmetic and logic unit, motherboard, control unit, memory. Just you can click on here and you can give the options. That's it. You write the question over here, and if it is a multiple choice, so directly these options will come. Just select that particular option and you can type the option. And once that is over for this multiple choice question, click on answer key, and you have to select the correct answer. Okay. You have to select the correct answer and click on done. And if you, next one is of what type? Checkbox type. Okay, this is checkbox type. So in that also, I have to add 4 checkboxes. Select some output devices from the below list. Okay, so go to this answer key, and what are the output devices? You just select. Okay, monitor and printer, and you can give these 2 points. But only disadvantage with the checkbox question is, if you give only those 2 options as correct, then only it will give 2 marks. If you give only if any one option is wrong and one option is correct also, it won't give, it will give 0 marks only. We will rectify the disadvantage by using 2. One is multiple choice grid and checkbox grid. Okay. Next type of question is drop down. Okay. Vacuum tips are used in which generation of the computer? So first generation, second generation, third generation, and fourth generation. This 4 will come in the drop down list. Okay. And for these questions, it is better not to select this required, because the student may skip the questions, right? So that's why don't select this required. If you make this as required, then he has to compulsorily answer that question. Okay. And so for every question we have extra thing other than this Google normal Google form is this answer key. Okay, so I have to select this answer key. And what is the vacuum tube sir in first generation? So I will select that correct answer and I will give some points and I will click on done. And the remaining are same duplicate, whether you want to make the duplicate question or whether you want to delete this question or whether you want to make it as required. And one more option is there for not for the short answer and paragraph. For every multiple choice we have one more option over here, that is shuffle option order. So that if you check this shuffle option order, so for each student these options will be shuffled. These are some tips to make the quiz to be answered without cheating by the students. Okay, you can shuffle the option order so that for each and every student these options will be shuffled. And next one is your for even for the checkbox type also you have this shuffle option order. Okay, that you will get in the 3 tasks whenever you, and you can give the description to this question. And this is a drop down list. For this drop down also you will get the shuffle option order. And this is a question of linear scale. Okay, we have discussed all these type of questions. Now I am discussing about linear scale. And file upload, whether you want to make the student to scan his image or signature, or whether I want to make the student to write on a paper and I want to make him upload, then I will go for this file upload. If you select this file upload, then he has to he can browse that particular into the computer and he can select that particular file and he can upload his file. Okay, and this is useful for how much do you like the i5 processor. Then I can give the rating like 1 to 5 scale. Okay, next one is this is a multiple choice grid type of questions. Multiple choice grid. Okay, so for each question we have rows and columns. Okay, we have rows and columns. This is first generation, second generation, third generation and fourth generation. For first generation also I can select any one option like vacuum tubes, transistors, integrated circuits and microprocessors. And for the second generation I can select only one option. This type of is called multiple choice grid. Okay, and the next one, what is this one, and here also I can change the shuffle row order. Okay, and I can select limit to 1 response per column. Okay, in case of multiple choice grid, okay, multiple choice grid, then I can limit only selecting, it is like a radio button. For first row I have to select only one option at a time. For the second row also I have to select only one option at a time. That is limit to 1 response per column. I can select only one response in a column and whether I want to shuffle the row order. Okay, and the next one is this is a checkbox grid. Okay, so what is the difference between this multi choice grid is it is like radio button. For each row I can select only one column at a time. Okay, but in case of this one checkbox grid, for each row I can select multiple checkboxes. First generation, that is I am using vacuum tubes and it is in the era of 1940 to 1956. I have to select these two. So that's why I am giving this checkbox grid. And next one more question. This is of date type. Okay, so this you can give for birth dates or on which date Core i3 processor was released. So then I will select this date. Give short answer or otherwise I can select date. Date type, if the question contains date type of thing, then I will use this one. And next one, label the parts of 1 and 2 if some questions contain some images. Okay, like if you take some problematic questions, arithmetical problems, then I can give some image to that particular question so that he can answer on the down. Okay, so if you want to add image to that particular question, just when you select that particular question, we have this image option, so that you can click on that image and go to browse wherever that image, that question image is there. Okay. So select that particular question image. Okay, wherever that question image is there, select that particular image question and click over here. Okay, so that image will come over here. Question. Whenever you want to add some pictures to the question, then you have to use this image option. Okay, so like this, I created all these type of different types of questions. Once these different types of questions are prepared, open this preview button. Okay, to check whether all the questions that I just now I prepared, whether they are perfect or not. Okay, so go to this preview button and this is my short question and this is my long paragraph question. Okay, and this is my multiple choice question and this is my checkbox question. Okay, all these questions. Okay, next this is my drop down list question and this is my linear scale question, in which I can give the rating 5, 4 like that. And this is your multiple choice grid. Okay, this is your multiple choice question and this is your checkbox question. Same thing, this is your multiple choice in the first generation. Okay, why the options are not coming in the same order? Because I mentioned it as shuffle order. Okay, for this question also, whatever I have prepared, the heart of the first one is arithmetic and logic unit. But in case of this one, first option is motherhood. Okay, because I mentioned the shuffle order over here. Okay, shuffle option order, so that this option will be shuffled. Okay. Next, select some output devices from the video list, and this is your drop down question, and this is your multiple choice grid, in which for the second generation we used transistors, so that you can select only one option. Okay, you can select only one option over here. This is your multiple choice grid type of questions. For the first generation, vacuum tabs are used, so like that you can select. Okay, and next, components used in generations of computers and their era. Okay, this is of what type? This is of second type, that is checkbox grid type, in which first generation we used vacuum tubes and it is in the era of this one. Okay, these two columns I can check. This is your checkbox grid. Okay, and this is your multiple choice grid. Okay, these are the, so we have different rows, and for each row I have different columns. In case of checkbox grid also, we have one different types of rows. For each rows we have different types of columns, but only difference between multiple choice grid and checkbox grid is, in case of multiple choice grid I can select only one option at a time, but in case of checkbox grid I can select more than one option. And this is your date. Okay, you can select on which date the core i3 processor was released, and this is a question in which we can add images. Okay, all these questions we have seen preview, and everything is perfect. Now I will go to the settings. Okay, so what are the settings? General setting, that is whether you want to collect email addresses. If you make it as collect email addresses checkbox, and if you make it as response receives, both, then it will give the first question itself is email address. Okay, that will come if you check that collect email addresses, and at the last you will get this option, send me a copy of responses. If you select this one and if you click on submit, then the student will get a copy of these responses. Okay, so that is your first option, collect email addresses, whether I can ask the student to get a copy of responses to his mail ID or not by using this response receives. And request sign in, this is very important for quiz, because I have to make this quiz to be attempted only once. So I will check this option, limit to one response, so that once again he cannot submit this quiz again. Okay, and respondents can edit after submit. This also I won't make it as check, because once after submitting the quiz again he wants to edit or not. Okay, I don't want the student to edit again after submitting quiz. So that, and see summary charts and text responses. Okay, whether you can see all the summary charts that are about the quiz that is attempted by different students, that I can give this option. Okay, and in the presentation we have three things. One is show progress bar, whether you want to show this progress bar. So this is about progress bar, this one. Okay, this is about progress bar. If you have multiple quizzes in different pages, okay, then this will be shown. Okay, like page 1 of 1, and after that next, say, then I will go page 1 of 2. Okay, like that. If you want to add multiple sections, then that can be added by using this. Okay, this one. We can add different sections. In the first section I will add only 10 questions. After that, in the second section I will add 10 more questions. That is what done by using add section. And in the next one, presentation, we have one important thing called shuffle question order. Whether you want to make these questions to be shuffled, that question order should be shuffled. If that also makes the student not to cheat in the exam. Okay, so I can select this shuffle question order also, and show link to submit another response. Whether I can show link to submit another response. Better don't show this one, because I will make the student to answer this quiz only once, so that's why I won't show this link to submit another response. And what is the confirmation message after submitting the quiz? Okay, that you can give over here. Okay, thank you for submitting quiz. If you get 50% of marks, then you will get The next video I will show how to generate certificates. So after attempting the quiz, which message I want to give to the student, that over here. Okay. The presentation I will show progress bar and I will shuffle the question order. Okay. I will shuffle the question order. I don't show this link to submit another response. Okay. If I make it as limit to one response, then this will be disabled because it won't show another response. Okay. Because I am limiting the student to give response only once. While creating the quiz, two important options that you have to select for not cheating by the students. That is, one option is you have to shuffle this option order, and another option is go to the settings and you have to limit this to one response, and you have to shuffle this question order so that question order will also be shuffled. And one important option in case of quizzes is this quizzes. Okay, make this as quiz so that everything we can assign the points to this particular questions and also add some answer key. Okay, and whether you want to release the grade. Okay, whether you want to release the grade immediately after each submission, after the student submitting the quiz, whether I want to give the marks. That is this option. Later after manual review. Okay, I will show. If you make it as later after manual review, the faculty has to release these grades. But if you check this immediately after each submission, then once the student submits his quiz, then automatically immediately after that grades will come. But later after manual review, because I mentioned here one long answer, so based on the checking only, then only I can release these grades by using manual review. Okay, and one more option, respondent can see whether he can see missed questions. Okay, what are the questions he missed, he not attempted, whether you want to see correct answers. I won't check these correct answers also whenever I am creating quiz, because if I make it as correct answers, then the student can tell those answers to other students. So that's why I don't want to make it a. But even I can make the students to attempt this quiz only within a particular limit, like 10 minutes they have to submit. That also I can do by using this Google Forms with one add-on. Okay, and point values, whether you can see point values, how many points he got. Okay, all these options you have to select in the settings. Okay, these are saved. Now I will click on this preview button. So this is your quiz. Okay, and all these options are shuffled. Options are shuffled and also the questions are also shuffled, because 10th question coming first and 5th, 8th. So now I will attempt this quiz. I will attempt this quiz. Select some date. So these options are also shuffled, right? Because I given first generation, second generation, third generation, fourth generation, but options are shuffled and questions are also shuffled. And GUI stands for, this is a short answer. Whether you want to send this copy of responses, you can select and click on. So all the responses are submitted. Now we will get the see previous responses. Why I am getting the see previous responses? Because in the settings I have selected the see summary charts and text responses. So if you click on this see previous responses, so all the 3 responses, because for this quiz 3 responses came, all in the name of this one. GUI stands for, okay, so 2 students attempted with this graphical user interface capital letter and 1 student attempted this one, and explain the generation of no responses for this question. Heart of the processor. So arithmetic logic unit, most of the students attempted with arithmetic logic unit, which is 100%. Okay, like this you will get all the summary related this one. Okay, summary charts by using different graphs like pie charts or histograms, everything. Okay, that is done by using this one. Okay, but if you make it as limit to one response. Okay, if I want to attempt this quiz, I will go to this preview, then you will get this response. Okay, if you make it as limit to one response, then you will get you have already responded. You can fill out this form only once. Okay, so this you will get. Right now I will once that questions are attempted, after going to your Google form, these are the questions, and in the responses you can see all the responses that are given by the student. Go to these responses, and if you want to see the responses in the Excel format, then I will go to this here, so that all these responses will be shown in the spreadsheet. This is called Google spreadsheet or Google Sheets. Okay, so like Excel for MS Office, we have this Google Sheets. So email addresses, 2 email addresses, and what are the scores for the students. For the first student, 20 marks, 16 marks out of 20, and what is the answer for the first question, second question, and third question, fourth question. Like this, you will get all the responses. Now, what are the insights for each question? Also, I can see GUI transfer. Okay, and the second question also, what is the generation of computers? So 3 responses, 3 are not attempted, and what is the heart of this one? Arithmetic logical unit is the correct answer, and 3 responses given. Okay, like this I can see by question order. I can see by individually. This is your first one, second one, and this is for the third student. Okay, I can see each individual responses. I can see the summary. What are the average marks? What is the median? And what is the range? This is very important. Whether if you see here settings, go to settings. Immediately after each submission means after each submission, after submitting the quiz, immediately the student will get the grade. Okay, how many marks he got. But if you make it as later after manual review, then here you have this option, scores. Okay, so the student, the faculty can individually check each student directly, and he can manually review this one. Okay, if he attempted this question, he can see that one, and he can give the marks over here. Okay, 2 marks or 1 mark. He can directly go over here and release score. After manually the faculty reviewing, then he can select this review score. Otherwise, he can directly release the scores for all the students now itself. So if I click on this release scores for all the respondents or individual also, and click on send emails and release. That's it. Okay. Once this released, then if you check your mail, yeah, scores are released, so that you will get this score. Okay, so you got for 20 marks, you got 60. Okay, you can check everything. Okay, label and what are the marks for each question. Okay, hope you like my videos. If you want more updates, please subscribe my channel. Thank you all.